What's up, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. What a exciting weekend has been. So I'm still trying to wrap my head off from the Tyson Fury and Walter 3 matchup from yesterday. We'll definitely go be reviewing that and other latest news and updates that's been coming through to me, and we would definitely be going over those. So without further ado, let's just get started. So in the previous episode, we have talked about that the IC union have the potential of shutting down all productions due to a strike organization. Well, I can tell you that all movie and TV productions could shut down as I said votes that did indeed vote for a strike organization. So this is what Variety says in the latest news. The AMPTP remains committed to reaching out an agreement that will keep the industry working. The group said in a statement, "We deeply value our IC crew members and are committed to work with them to avoid shutting down the industry such as proverbial time, particularly since the industry is still recovering from the economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. A deal is made at the bargaining table, but it will require both parties working together in good faith, with a willingness to compromise and to explore new solutions to resolve the open issues." So I'm glad what I'm hearing. I hope that this will revert into good news. I hope that there will be no production be shutting down, because we love to see our workers do what they do best, and for us fans, we love to see our movies that show on our screens in the movie theaters or wherever we at. So as long as there's good things happening and no strike coming up, so we're gonna be just fine for that. So in other news, we touched upon Christopher Nolan's new movie that his latest new movie will be based on the atomic bomb, and he put out a statement saying that he wants his movie to be a 100-day exclusive theatrical window. So we got that news and also a release date. So Christopher Nolan's atomic bomb film called Opie Hector, sorry I pronounced the name, but it's set to release in July of 2023, and Christian Murphy will star. So we got that news, and also Universal put out a statement saying they will commence a $100 day exclusive theatrical window for Christopher Nolan's A-Bomb movie. So here's a statement that says from Screen Daily. Universal Film Entertainment Group Chairman Donna Leary said that the studio will commence Christopher Nolan's request for an exclusive theatrical window around 100 days on the upcoming A-Bomb project. The studio won a French bidding war for rights for the attempt about the atomic bomb created by J. Robert Opson and Lindsay, and now the NBC Universal CEO Jeff Shell quoted the British filmmakers for years. The executive told the official Virtual Women in Tech, Media and Financial Summit Universal on Thursday. So this sound like good news for Christopher Nolan. So yeah, as you already know, I'm definitely a fan of Christopher Nolan and all this movie says. So every time you see another Christopher movie come out, it's definitely a must see to watch. So I definitely can't wait for it. Even it's a long time away for 2023. So we got other movies to look forward to before then. So so yeah, it's definitely to look out for. But speaking of history, let's go to another back in time. So you guys remember that 70s show? I'm pretty sure you do. So I'm hearing that the 70s show is getting a 90s themed spinoff on Netflix. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the 90s. I feel like the 90s is the best. So, my only concern is that will it have the same atmosphere, or will it have will the fans actually love this like they did for the 70s show? I mean, only time will tell. So, according to Hollywood Reporters, producers are hopeful that the other members from the other cast will make a guest appearances in the new series. Netflix has ordered 10 episodes of the spin-off series, with Gary Miller to serve as the showrunner. The original show cast, including Tom Grace as Eric Pruitt, Mila Kunis as Jackie Burton, Ashton Kutcher as Michael Caine, Laura Perez as Donna Pedici, and William as Fletch, who will all enjoy successful acting careers. Danny Mercer, who played as Stephen Hurd, is set to stand trial for 3 rape charges in LA and California. So, that 90s show will take place in 1995 and will follow Lisa Foreman, the daughter of Eric and Donna, over the course of the summer as she visits her grandparents in Park Place, Wisconsin. The original series aired in 1998 and ran for 8 seasons on Fox. According to the misadventures of a group of teenagers in the 70s, all 8 seasons of the series will be available to stream on Netflix, but they have exited the streaming platform in 2020. So, like I said before, will the fans enjoy the 90s show, that 90s show, like they did for the 70s show? And only time will tell for that. So, well, it's failing for telling a time. So, you guys remember the R&B singer Tank? So, he's definitely one of my favorites. So, he has definitely announced his retirement from music. So, because of that, he's going deaf. So, this is what the Daily Report 71 says. Tank latest Instagram post shows a shirtless picture of the Maybe I Deserve hitmaker of Element on stage. The post is the capture of "Who Gonna Do This When I'm Gone?" The last album in the last tour of 2022, R&B Money. Flares forward with comments, beginning to start not to retire, quoting his hit "Please Don't Go" in his please. "I'm singing your song, please don't go," said one fan. "Nobody," in my Keith Sweat voice, said a nobody. While he did not elaborate why he plans to retire or why this is his last album, many believe it related sources that claiming he's going deaf. Back in May, he spoke to the media about the issues that being experienced with vertigo and loss of hearing. The 45-year-old singer opened up to People magazine about it, saying his doctor diagnosed him with an extreme case of vertigo. In an Instagram post saying around this time, he told fans he is experiencing a tough time. "I'm going through something right now, and I want to use this situation to encourage your situation. I'm going completely deaf in my right ear, and I'm kind of losing sight of my left ear. I am dizzy, can't walk straight line, and all of this out of nowhere. I don't know how or why. I'm seeing my doctor and going MRI, going to medication, all of that." So I just pray for taking all the wishes and endeavors. So he's definitely going to be retiring. So I'm definitely looking forward to his last album. So this is very heartbreaking news to hear. But like I said, I wish none but prayers and love to him and his family. So we definitely gonna miss you in the music business. So moving forward from that, so I got some latest news regarding the Hotel Transylvania for the movie. So as we already mentioned, Amazon bought the rights to the movie, so they finally put out an official date for the Amazon release. Amazon will release Hotel Transylvania Transformania exclusively on Amazon Prime Video on January 4th, 2022 worldwide. So it probably got it did get an early release for certain countries who has a theatrical release, but as far as for us who's like in the United States, has to wait until January until the release on Amazon Prime. So I don't know. I can't say I'm looking forward to it because Adam Sandler and Kevin James are not in it, but they still got other people in it. So I'm definitely gonna be. I will check it out and see how good the movie is. But until then, we'll just have to wait till January. And speaking of other news, we definitely want to congratulate Will Packer, who's a producer of Girls Trip, Ride Along, and Think Like a Man, and the list goes on in his previous movies. So he is set to produce the latest 2022 Academy Awards. So we definitely want to congratulate him as far as Black excellence. So and be able to produce the next Academy Awards. So definitely a congratulations to him. So we're definitely looking forward to see how the Academy Awards show goes. But moving forward, so to some theme park news. So let's start with Universal. So as you guys already know, for those who love Shrek 4D, so you better go there while it's possible, because Shrek 4D is set to close permanently at Universal Studios Florida on January 10th, 2022. Man, that's another flop in the theme park era. So let me read what your Orlando Foreman says. Shrek 4D at Universal Studios Florida will close on January 10th, 2022 after an 18-year career. During its walk of nearly 75 million guests, Shrek 4D shopper will also the shopping next to it will also close too. But have no fear, Donkey will continue to dish out digs from its wall even in the attraction's absence. As Universal continue to add an even bigger selection of new experience for guests to encounter all across the resort, it has shuttered even a large amount of older attractions since their past prime. The Terminator 2 through 3D, Battle of Time, the Cinematic Spectacular, and the Dragon Challenge, just to name a few more recent ones. Now it's time to add another entry to the list, as the company announced today that Shrek 4D will be joining its former brief in the theme park sky. That 4D movie is coming to an end, should be no surprise to anyone, as the old remains a particular climate event, as rather being a theming standards set by the original world of Harry Potter, which became a desperate baseline for any new undertaking at Universal Orlando Resort. In fact, when 3D's termination was announced at the end of 2017, many fans responded with simply, "They're closing that before Shrek 4D?" It's most likely to ask the question even now. Now we're adding a film, especially since the Doom. In fact, the Citizens attraction at Universal Studios Hollywood was closed down in the summer of 2017 in order to make room for Disney's animation theme experience. So it's very unclear of what's going to be replacing Shrek 4D, but until we get some more news and see what's going to be replacing that, so we'll have to find out what's going to happen. So like I said before, for those fans, I guess that enjoy Shrek 4D, now is the time to enjoy it before it goes down on January 10th. And so moving forward from Universal all the way to Disney. So Walt Disney World is bringing back character experience just in time for the holidays. So they canceled the meet and greets during the COVID-19 pandemic. So now for now, in time for the holidays, they're bringing it back. But now the main topic I want to talk about for that, is Disney's highly anticipated Disney's Genie Plus. We talked about it in the past episode, so now we got more details on it. Says it finally has a release date. Springing forth in a magical lamp, Walt Disney World theme park guests can expect to have Disney's Genie appearing in My Disney Experience app starting October 19, 2021. So, and they have put out a list showing which attractions will be part of the Genie Plus Latin line and the individual line where you had to pay like a certain price for it. But I would definitely be checking it out soon, because I'll be definitely making the trip to Disney and see how the experience on the app is, and see if it's what's the difference between that and the previous Fast Pass Plus. But we'll definitely have to see how that's going to be. So yeah, moving forward from that, let's talk about last night's Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3, y'all. So as you heard, I'm not gonna go through to the undercard. Just gonna be talking mostly about the main card. So the first fight, we had Gerald Anderson defeating Vladimir Klitschko in the second round with a TKO for the vacated NABF junior heavyweight title. In a non-title fight, Robert Hansen defeated Adam Koski in a DQ in the 6th round. Frank Sanchez defeated Ellen Cook we're going the distance of 10 rounds in a unanimous decision, retaining the WBC Continental Americas and WBO NABO heavyweight titles. And then lastly, the main event, what I would talk heavily about, is a Tyson Fury defeating Deontay Wilder in KO in the 11th round, retaining the WBC and the ring heavyweight titles. So I knew that in the 4th round when Walter was done, he was kind of tired, but he fell through all the way to the 11th round, and then just that in a minute, less than a minute, he just got knocked down. So, like I said before, who's gonna dethrone the Ginger King? Like, really, who's gonna dethrone him? Nobody. He even like, I know that certain main events don't start like at midnight. So this man started like preaching and singing like he was at church. I mean, my God, give this man a singing contract, man. So, and then afterwards, during the post show, we got an announcement that his brother Tommy Fury will be fighting Jake Paul. So it's definitely on, but we haven't got a date yet. So we will definitely be touching on this on the Respect the Comment podcast. So definitely look out for that on Fridays. So this is gonna be very interesting. But and then lastly but not least, we have a movie review for y'all, and it's definitely on the latest James Bond film, and mostly Daniel Craig's final appearance as James Bond in No Time to Die. So here's my review on. So this was definitely the darkest Bond ever. So it was definitely a solid Bond film. Definitely not on the level of Casino Royale or Skyfall, but definitely very, very superior to Quantum of Inspector. The plot was kind of messy at times, but the action the action scenes was definitely worth it. And there was some sort of impressive surprises packed in, and it definitely bring us a final fight end to the Daniel Craig era as James Bond. So, and then also it was definitely a perfect ending to Daniel Craig era. It allowed him and the franchise to go places where he allowed in Bond. No note is false. No emotional standards. The final need definitely dropped me. Like, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for y'all, so I'm just gonna say that the ending would definitely definitely nail you in the heart, and definitely bring bring you into tears. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say what happened at the end. So that's all I'm saying. So I definitely give this movie a solid A+ because I feel like this movie was definitely an important film during the our time in the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is definitely an important film to watch. And but that's all the news we have for you guys today. So let me know in the comment section below if you're watching on YouTube. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And of course, if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, or Google Podcasts, go into in the YouTube link in the description below and post your comments there on YouTube as well. So and without further ado, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.